So, I want to show you guys this. It says they don't like Cardano, kind of like Larry, right? Well, this is for you, Larry. Here we go.
Certainly A16Z and others are like Cardano. But the problem is that we didn't.
What do you think that is?
Because we didn't have any Ponzonomics for them. I mean, let's be honest here. The vast majority of VCs, let's just be honest, the way they approach it is liquidity. So they say, when is the token coming out? Where's the marketplace for the token going to be? Do I get an early distribution? How do I exit that early distribution when the retail people come in? And you've seen numerous layer ones and dApps, we won't name names, where they launch to market at a very high valuation. The insiders dump, they go down, and they walk away with a lot of money. Certainly A16Z.
I wanted to show that to everybody because literally, think of all the projects that did basically what he just said. I mean, you could name at least 10 of them. You know what I mean? All right. So he took off. That's okay. We're going to get to the next one. Hold on. Do a stop screen. But I mean, it is just that. Think about the message that he basically gave, Charles Hoskinson. I mean, it's just so many of the meme tokens basically did just exactly that. That's why I wanted to point that out. And yeah, it was only like 36 seconds, but I mean, how true is the statement? Very true. And it's still valid to this day. Anyway, we're going to get more into Cardano, believe it or not. Yeah, Cardano of all things. Who thought we would ever be talking about Cardano? So there's a little bit more. Shout out to this particular person. I can't even pronounce his name. Cardano is expected to make massive profits in the crypto market. Check the reasons. Here we go. Here's another one of Hoskinson holding a little baby up, right? The baby's supposed to be Cardano. Think about the subliminal message behind this. So it says Cardano is a unique cryptocurrency that separates itself from the herd with a number of special features. And the main reason why I'm sharing this with everybody is, some people just don't understand what Cardano is all about. Sometimes you hear a certain type of narrative, if you will, when it comes to Cardano, that it's just incredibly boring and there's nothing going on. True, there isn't a lot going on, but we are starting to get to the point where now some things are going on and now it's trending. And we were going to get into some of these things because we basically stated that we would. They're not officially ISO 222 compliant, but they are about to be. All the indicators basically show that this will definitely happen. So anyway, I'm gonna read again. So Cardano is a unique cryptocurrency that separates itself from the herd with a number of special features. Unlike many other cryptocurrencies, Cardano uses a decentralized proof-of-stake blockchain as an efficient alternative to the proof-of-work system. It's different. System rewards users who participate in the stake pool and work on the blockchain. While the first ever cryptocurrency settled on a peer-to-peer system, Cardano chooses to take a more personal approach. It instead decided to create an ecosystem that allows other developers to create their own projects. Now developers can use, Now developers can make use of Cardano's ecosystem to create tokens and decentralized applications. Cardano, aka ADA, also offers use cases for scalable blockchain networks. Cardano has positioned itself as a different coin from the rest, which reflects in its bottom line. With an enthusiastic community, Cardano could very well ensure considerable returns to investors who put their money on it. I already did that like about a year ago. On top of this, as an energy efficient coin, Cardano is a viable option for many crypto users who have a great interest, in preserving the environment. As everyone is becoming more environmentally aware, the number of users who would settle for the coin increases daily. Of course, there's this. The coin has lofty plans and ambitious development. None of these plans have gone unnoticed by the crypto community. And here's the thing. It's like you see a lot about what's going on with Cardano recently. It's considered one of those quality projects that just simply takes its time. If you have Stellar Lumens, right? And you're bought into that to the same, you could also make the same case for Cardano. Stellar Lumens also takes their sweet, time when it comes to what they're building. They're in no rush, and they made that clear from the get-go. They do kind of remind me of Cardano to a sense, but not with a massive ecosystem yet. All right, there's a little bit more. So we're talking about ecosystems, right? So it says, guys, Cardano decentralized apps are making waves with a new development on user upsurge. Dive into the thread. I'm gonna blow this up a little bit. And of course, here is some of it, right? We went over this a long time ago, but I mean, shoot, man. I mean, the lending and borrowing. I mean, you can see some of the ones listed here: Nexo, Paribus, Liquid. Some of the other ones I want to show you for the Launchpad is TrustPad. They even have some stable coins that you probably never heard of, but the point is that they have some of this. Some of these ones are going to be some of the standout ones, and let's face it, some of them aren't. There's ones from Oracle, believe it or not. Yeah. You may think, well, Oracle, aren't they just partnered with Quant? No, they're not. So this is another one that they're partnered with. On top of that, how about this? Well, we've talked about decentralized finance, right? So here's some of these things that you see right here. So look at this DEX right here. So PolySwap, right? I've heard of them in the past. Sunday Swap is in my opinion still very underrated. It hasn't proven itself yet, but it will. And that was one of the last ones that was developed early this year. The verdict is still out for them, but I think again it's going to be another quality project that you will be hearing a lot about once they fully kick into full gear with the adoption. Look at the mini wallets they already had developed. I mean, my God, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, 17. And of course, one of the biggest ones there, Atomic Wallet, in my opinion. Ledger's big, of course, right? Some of the ones you guys have used. How about some of the payment ones in this particular space? I mean, Celsius, of course, is not exactly the greatest name, but I mean, some of these other ones like Travala.com, I've used them in the past, believe it or not. I think a couple of years ago when we were thinking about going to Disneyland back in 2017. I mean, we're talking a long time ago. NFT gaming. When I looked up Cardano earlier, tons of things about the NFTs were coming up. Same with what? Algorand. And of course, there's miscellaneous ones. I think the biggest key one from the miscellaneous, where it says other, is definitely Singularity Net. That's like one of their premier ones of their ecosystem. So I just want to outline some of that. He goes on a little bit more, and I want to point out some of this. So it says per data from DApp Radar, and by the way, you can invest in a DApp Radar if you like to. It's one of those ones in which you can make a quick, I don't know, $25 to $50 depending on your position. You could get DApp Radar on their native token actually on crypto.com. It says per data from DApp Radar, Cardano's DApps have seen a significant spike in new users in the last 24 hours. 10 of the total 23 Cardano DApps listed on DApps have seen a minimum of 3% to 6% growth in new users. On the other hand, Jungle NFT Market, Claymates, and Miniswap remain on the top of the leaderboard at the time of this writing, with the user number upsurge going as high as 150%, 31.25, and 16.93 respectively. It's worth noting that at the time of writing, Ethereum decentralized apps are slightly behind Cardano's DApps in terms of newly acquired users, according to data from DApp Radar. And I think it's going to continue to do that. The reason for it is because of what? Ethereum is kind of looked at as being, I hate to say, like a garbage crypto. And on top of that, there's so many security flaws to it, right? And on top of that, the gas fees, et cetera, et cetera. People are going to go to different other types of solutions that are a lot less expensive. And if anything, I guess you could say more greener. This one here, although the likes of HOP protocol has seen the number of users climb to 3,005%, as many as 16 decentralized apps are seeing a decline in user count. And I like some of the things, of course, I outlined here. A little bit more. There is this, which is called Cornucopius's game. This is actually built on, you know, Cardano's blockchain, if you will. It's one of their play to earn games, and it looks pretty impressive. Here, we'll take a moment to show you guys this. I'm going to turn up the volume and just go ahead and present it. It's actually a pretty decent quality game. There we go.
First three racing.
I've got a time lapse going here. Oh, yeah.
Super. You guys having fun?
Yeah.
All right, kind of reminds you of Star Wars Pod Racer or something like that. Looking pretty decent. I mean, doesn't mean I'm gonna buy the game, probably not. But you do like the idea that they're making, decent games and that they have these type of demos and so on. It's just other positive catalysts, to say the least. All right, there's one last segment that we're gonna get into. We're gonna kick it more into the comments, and then we'll wrap things up with the Investor Place portfolio notes that I promised you guys from yesterday. So back to you, Larry.